So earlier this week, Marvel announced that Avengers Doomsday would be delayed by 7 months and is now coming out on December 18th, 2026. But it turns out there was already a movie coming out that day, Dune 3. So it looks like we are on our way to a new movie battle. So move over, Barbenheimer. It's time for Doomsday. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, Marvel decided to delay Avengers Doomsday. And it turns out that they wanted to now release it near Christmas, which is where a lot of big movies release if they're not releasing during the summer, which is why Dune 3 had already picked that same release day. But Marvel decided that they were going to go right up against Dune 3. The craziest part is that both of these movies really go for the same audience. Basically, teens to young adults are really into the science fiction and the Marvel movies. So, of course, there's a lot of people going to the movies during that time of year. But are they going to start picking one over the other? I guess that's a bet that Marvel's willing to take. And it was a bet that multiple studios took a year and a half ago. Back in summer of 2023, they decided to release Oppenheimer and Barbie on the same day. Now, those were two different movies. One was more science-based and historical, and the other one was about the real-life adventures of everyone's favorite girl's doll. But both of them turned out to make a ton of money. Barbie was one of the most successful movies of 2023, and Oppenheimer ended up winning Best Picture and also brought in hundreds of millions of dollars. So just because two big movies are coming out on the same day, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to hurt the box office. Sometimes it actually plays into the box office and people want to go see both on the same day. It's quite possible that I myself will see both Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday on the exact same day and able to truly experience what it is to attend Doomsday. Of course, I didn't see Oppenheimer and Barbie both on the same day, but that's because they both were two different types of movies, and Oppenheimer, out of the two of them, was the one actually appealed to me. But like I said, the studios are taking a big risk by doing this. Not everyone can afford to see two movies. Most of the time, the people that are going to go see this movie are right around Christmas. They're going to go with their family, and they're going to let their kids pick which one they want to see. And to be honest, if it's going to the kids, that probably means Avengers will make more money. If it's going to teens, young adults, and people that are really into science fiction, Dune will probably win. Either way, it's definitely shaping up to be an incredibly theatrical Christmas 2026. But let's talk about the idea that it actually goes bad. Dune is coming towards the end of their series. Denis Villeneuve has said that this will be his last movie. Of course, he said the same thing about Dune 2, so who knows how much we should actually listen to what he says about that. There are plenty of other Dune books to follow the lives of Paul Atreides and everyone else in that universe. In fact, HBO has a prequel show that takes place a millennia earlier. Meanwhile, Marvel really needs the Avengers to do well. Ever since Endgame, they've been kinda on all of their movies. Now, of course, this could change around their luck, but if it really is that needed, why are you releasing it on the same day as a movie that already locked in? That's right, if Avengers fails to bring in a lot of money because it went up against Dune, guess who's in trouble for that? That's Marvel. Dune had already locked in that day. You're the one choosing to park in the same spot as them. You could have released it a week earlier. Heck, you could have released it right on Christmas. But you decided to release it the exact same day as a huge movie that was already coming out. Remember, for the first half of 2024, Dune made more money than any other movie. So it's not like they're going up against some romantic comedy. They're going up against a juggernaut. Now, theoretically, Avengers Doomsday could literally have the juggernaut in it, but we haven't actually found out if that character is casted. But nonetheless, Marvel has decided to set up this 1v1 for December 18th, 2026. And like I said, it could be absolutely fantastic. They could play off each other, and it could create one of the biggest days ever for people to go to the movies. I'm saying bigger than Barbenheimer. Probably the last time things were this big were when Avengers Endgame actually came out. So the big winner, of course, will be the movie theaters. The movie theaters themselves are actually looking for a big win this weekend. They have Mission Impossible going right up against Lilo and Stitch. The remake, that is. Now, those two movies have audiences on completely different sides of the spectrum, so they're really not going to poach each other's audiences. But Dune and Avengers, you're going right up the same alley. And like I said, there's going to be plenty of people that will see both. But there will also be plenty of people that will only afford to go see one. And maybe one of these two movies will blink. But then again, people thought one of the two movies would blink during Barbenheimer, and they both came out on the same day, and frankly, they both did great. So I know I, for one, will be at the theaters on December 18th, 2026. I know I will get the Dr. Doom popcorn bucket that day, because I honestly don't want to know what kind of weird sexual popcorn bucket Dune 3 will end up having. So cheers to the audiences that are going to go see both. Cheers to the movie theaters that's going to make a lot of money. And here we come towards Christmas 2026 when Doomsday will arrive. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.